century. All rise.
All right, please be seated. All right. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, my understanding is you have reached a verdict. All right, do you have the verdict form? All right, you pass that to the bailiff. Verdict form appears to be in order. I'll have the clerk publish the verdict.
In the Circuit Court of the 20th Judicial Circuit in Fort Lee County, Florida, criminal action. State of Florida versus Wade Wilson. Case number 19 CF 0568. Verdict. We, the jury, finds as follow as to the defendant in this case. Count 1, first-degree murder, Christine Melton. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder. Count 2, grand theft motor vehicle. The defendant is guilty of grand theft motor vehicle. Count 3, battery. The defendant is guilty of battery. Count 4, first-degree murder, Diane Ruiz. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder. Count 5, burglary of dwelling. The defendant is guilty of burglary of a dwelling. Count 6, first-degree petty theft. The defendant is guilty of first-degree petty theft. Dated 6/12/24, so say we all, 4-person.
All right, does either party wish to have the jury polled?
Yes, please.
All right. Let me just find numbers. Okay. Wait, no. Okay, so they're gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Juror number 97. Is this your verdict and the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
Juror 234. Is this your verdict and the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
Juror 3. Is this your verdict and the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
Juror 205. Is this your verdict and the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
Juror 101. Is this your verdict and the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror 215. Is this your verdict and the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes, ma'am.
Juror 87. Is this your verdict and the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
Juror 362. Is this your verdict and the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
Juror 136. Is this your verdict and the verdict of the jury as a whole? Juror 193. Is this your verdict and the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
Juror 315. Is this your verdict and the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
Juror 309. Is this your verdict and the verdict of the jury as a whole?
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, what I'm going to do is send you back to the jury room for a few moments. Let me discuss some things with the attorneys, and then I'll bring you back out.
All rise.
No, just leave everything here. Sorry. Leave everything here for the moment. right, let the record reflect the jury's exited the courtroom. All right, so procedurally, I wanted to find out from the parties what their preference was at this point towards scheduling and what to tell them as far as when to come back. I know we talked about it previously. I just want to make sure.
Judge, I would ask that we have them back here at 9 a.m. on Thursday for the penalty phase proceeding of next week.
Okay, and are you requesting the court to adjudicate at this time?
Yes.
Okay. Anything?
I agree with scheduling 9 o'clock Thursday morning.
Thursday morning. Is not going to be possible, you don't think, to start on Wednesday?
No, I have one professional scheduled here on Friday. I have another one Tuesday, Monday and Tuesday.
Okay.
A third one Tuesday, and then obviously the state has the opportunity.
Okay, fair. That's fine.
And we anticipate 1 to 2 days, so for sure
Okay.
2 days at the most.
All right. Same with the defense?
agree.
Okay. So I'm going to bring them back in, and I will give them the same instruction regarding not discussing anything or any of that, or looking up anything, any of that regards, and then come back at 9 a.m. As for, let me see the verdict form, please. Mr. Wilson, as the jury has found you guilty as charged under each count under the indictment, I do adjudicate you guilty of first-degree murder of Christine Melton. I adjudicate you guilty of grand theft motor vehicle. I adjudicate you guilty of battery. I adjudicate you guilty of first-degree murder of Diane Ruiz. And I adjudicate you guilty of burglary of a dwelling. And I adjudicate you guilty of first-degree petty theft. We'll bring the jury back in. I'll tell them to come back next Thursday. We'll bring them in.
Judge, they would also like to have certified copies of Mr. Wilson's fingerprints taken at this time.
We'll do that after.
Thank you, Judge.
Jurors entering.
All right, please be seated. All right, so ladies and gentlemen of the jury, having completed what we call the guilt phase of the proceedings, it's now time to schedule what would be called the penalty phase. I previously instructed you on that when we first started. You were under the same orders I previously gave in terms of not doing any research, not looking up anything, discussing anything about this case with anyone, including close family members, and even among yourselves at this point. Your deliberations are complete, but we're going to have you come back from the penalty phase to do not discuss anything else at this point, even among yourselves, and like I said, with anyone else. Don't watch local news television. Don't read any local newspapers. Stay away from any kind of internet articles or anything else regarding this case. Does everybody understand those instructions? All right. Can everybody follow those instructions? All right. So we will have you come back. We expect the next phase to take place next Thursday and Friday. And so we would have you come back next Thursday morning at 9 a.m. That is June the 20th at 9 a.m. And the bailiff will show you where to meet for that. So remember those instructions and come back June 20th at 9 a.m. You may go. All right, Let the record reflect the jury's exit the courtroom. Please be seated. Any objection to the instructions I just gave the jury?
There you are.
No.
Okay, very well then. I know the state has requested fingerprints, and so we'll do that. Do we need 2 sets?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, all right. Any legal objections to that?
No.
Okay. Anything the court needs to address prior to recessing until next Thursday?
It's our understanding, and I think the court's aware then that the 2 alternates would also be instructed to come back Thursday. They'd sit as part of the penalty
Thank you.
proceeding and then step in if need be.
That's correct. So we will have to contact them and have them come back Thursday at 9 a.m. as well on June 20th. And I know you said you thought you might have some objection to that, but was that
Objection
true?
to that? No.
Okay, all right.
No, that's fine. I had filed a motion with regard to payment of my mitigation expert for lodging and the like. That's pending. I haven't heard from JAC yet. I'm going to go ahead and send you an order,
Okay,
and then we'll just deal with it.
okay.
Thank you.
Any other matters the court needs to address?
I have a
Yes.
question. As far as the evidence,
Yes.
will we need it for next week?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, bring all that back, and also I have the
Alright.
bailiff collect all the notebooks back there and bring them to me. And then I think they would start with new notebooks for the penalty phase. I don't know that they would use these notebooks. I'm not sure. We have to look into that between now and Thursday. But I'll collect them and I'll hold them until next Thursday.
I think they can use them, but we'll look into it.
Okay. Any other matters?
No.
Okay. All right then. Mr. Wilson, you get fingerprinted, and we'll see you back here next Thursday, June 20th at 9 a.m. I'm going to have to move that screen.
This court is remanding Mr. Wilson to the custody of the sheriff's office.
Yes, and Mr. Wilson be remanded to the custody of the sheriff, be held without bond.
Thank you.